Hi everyone, Jean here with a brow product review for Hunting Pretty. Okay, so I, like many people, have had like a love-hate kind of relationship with my brows, which started back in junior high school when I had an Asian version of a monobrow that caused me to overpluck for most of my life. But I think I finally settled on like the best formulation, and so I really wanted to share. So for the last probably 2 to 4 years, I've been using exclusively brow creams and gels. So I started out using powders and pencils just like most folks, but I found that it was really hard to blend. Sometimes I'd get a hard line. The powders on the market now are way more evolved than they were, 10, 15 years ago. But I still really love the consistency of a cream or a gel. I feel that it looks more natural and that it can build easier by applying to the skin or the hair. So I picked 3 creams that I really love that have different shade ranges and different consistencies. So the first cream I picked is Ecobrow. So this consistency is sheer, very easy to apply, and easy to build. So I highly recommend it for people that are first trying out creams. If you're not used to the consistency and you're a little scared, it's gonna be hard to build. This one's gonna be really easy to work with. The second one I picked is Sappho. So Sappho is a new artistry brand out of Canada. The makeup artist that founded this is an incredibly advanced artist. I'm a big fan of hers. So the thing I love most about Sappho is the shade range. So this one is taupe gray. A lot of things like eyebrow hair is just hair like the hair on your head. You're gonna get gray hairs. It's gonna thin as you get older. It changes. So the thing I really love with this line is that the shade ranges are very appropriate for all of the hair color out there. I find that sometimes, like in eyebrow products, the shades like kind of miss a little bit. They're not the full range. So taupe gray is a great example of that. It's a lighter brown, but has a slightly cooler undertone. So if you have some, like your brow hair is changing, has a little gray in it, this is perfect, but it's not a straight up too cool, looks foreign on your face kind of thing. And then last is Anastasia. I'm sure you guys have heard of Anastasia. Everybody has. She's the queen of brows. I used to go there when I lived in LA. A good friend of mine, Alex Chavez, worked there, and she really helped me shape my brows and like rehab them after I had overplucked. And so a lot of it is just the natural look, letting your brow grow into the shape that they belong. So Anastasia's is probably, to me, the fullest consistency of a cream. So it's gonna give you the most shape and the most color payoff. And then I also wanted to share 2 of my favorite tools. So this spindle is from Antonym. I love this. So first of all, the bamboo handle, super easy to use. The spindle is like perfect to just brush up and out. So my favorite brush applicator is the one that comes from Ecobrow. So I've tried a bunch of different brow brushes. So the thing that you want to check is like the head of the brush, right? So it needs to be at an angle so that you could brush on, but there's like a whole range of types of bristles, how thin they are, how thick they are, how flexible they are. So to me, a little bit thinner and flexible one gives me more control. So I'm able to build. The ones that have thicker, basically any makeup brush, the thicker the head, the more bristles, the more product you're gonna get, and it's gonna instantly be applied. So this one is definitely one of my favorites. So the next thing I wanted to cover is gel products. It's a true gel base, but it's probably a little bit more leaning towards a liquid, and it comes with its own applicator brush. So the first one I ever tried, this is Stockholm. I love this. It's the first time I tried like a brow gel. I've actually used it so much that the name is worn off. I love the color. It's like a light warm brown, and it's a sheer consistency. The only thing that's tricky about this is the brush. So that's a pretty big spindle. So as you're applying, if you want like lighter coverage, you just lightly, gently go over the brow hair. So if you want more, if you go back, it's gonna get a little bit on your skin. But because the brush is kind of big, it can be kind of tricky. Just clean up with a Q-tip. The next one is Eyeko. I picked this up at Anthropology. So I love this product. It's a huge amount, to be honest. I will never work my way through this. One of my favorite things about it, I have 2 things I love about this. It sets really quickly, and the applicator brush is amazing. It's this tiny kind of pyramid cone shape thing, so that the point, you can get the smaller hairs, and then the thicker outside is gonna create like a really nice line. So I love this product. And I definitely recommend I store it this way in a cup so that the brush is coated in the product. And then the last one is Glossier. So I love this. She calls it boy brow. So this also has an awesome brush. It's tiny. It is a cone shape. So the thing that's amazing about this is that it's almost like a fiber based. So as you brush it over your hair, it kind of gives shape to the hair. It will hold it and it sticks to the brow, kind of holds it in a shape. And so it gives it like definition and form without making it look like you like did this whole big thing to your brow. So I love this one. And then lastly, I want to go over a couple awesome products that help with brow growth. So we've all overplucked. We've all been there. I literally just try to follow the advice now of like just really minimal tweezing when necessary. I found three really great brow growth products. One is from Plume. So they came out with a natural version of an eyelash serum growth that you could also use in your brow a while back. And then they recently just came out with a brow gel color that also helps with growth. So I would describe this consistency more towards the Anastasia level. So it has a pretty full consistency. So you want to use a light hand and then build. So always start with a little bit and then build. It's easier to build than break back down. The next brow growth I have, it's still a tinted color, but it's a light sheer gel. It's from Cocokind. I love this. So the entire line of Cocokind is all under $20 and it's all certified organic. So the great thing about this brow gel is that it's very, very sheer. So you can apply it at night. Like you can just literally dust it over your brow, touch it on your eyelashes. It also helps with growth on your eyelashes. It's all natural. And then the thing is you can use it during the day just kind of like as a natural version, but you're going to get this is the sheerest out of all the products. You're going to get the sheerest amount of color. And then lastly is this brow gel serum that I got this from Province Apothecary, which is a Canadian brand. She sells in the Whole Foods in and around Toronto. I love her stuff. She's an amazing esthetician that created her own facial care line. And this serum is highly concentrated and you just need a little bit. So like your regular face care regime, after you've washed your face, done the rest of your stuff, just dab on a few dots at night and directly to the brow, kind of brush it in, and it will help significantly with brow growth. I would recommend using this at night, not necessarily putting it on during the day, because otherwise you're gonna have a hard time getting any cosmetic product to dust over your brow on top of it. So that's it for my quick review on my favorite brow formulations. If you have a product or a category you'd like me to review, just shoot me an email at info@huntingpretty.com. And if you're a brand and you'd like me to do a brand review, please just download our buyer's evaluation form and email it to me too. Thanks so much. See you next time.